guys, welcome to Deep Dish Gaming. I'm Pat,
This is Kaz.
and we are here to dish it out. And this time, we're not really going to talk about what we've been playing or gaming-related news, considering we're recording this on the 18th. This is all about the Black Friday sales to help you
Yes.
buy more video games and play more and save some money in the process.
Mm-hmm.
So we've kind of broken it up. We've gone through, looked at what's on sale, what will be on sale, picked out our favorite games from the list, those that we think are worth consideration, and stuck them in here. For reference, some of these sales are live now. The Xbox Live ones are. The Walmart sales are going to start on the 22nd online and the 26th at 5 a.m. in store. And the Target sales will be live on the 21st in store and online. So if you're interested in anything we say here, buy it sooner rather than later because they're probably going to sell out.
Agreed.
So you just want to start off? We'll go through.
Yeah.
I'll do one, you do one, alternate like that?
Yeah. Again, like Pat said, this obviously isn't every single sale that's out there and everything.
Yeah.
These are just some of our personal picks for just things that we like and things that we figured that other people would like.
Oh yeah,
stuff. So,
yeah. These are probably some of the better sales you're going to find too when it comes to these particular games.
Correct. Yep. So I'll go ahead and start off with Resident Evil Village. Resident Evil Village, that'll be on sale for $30 on Xbox Live. Fantastic game and everything. Great time playing it. If you like horror, yeah, it's a good sale for sure.
And that is on sale now.
Yes.
By the way, that's live at this moment. I don't know when that's going to end actually. So.
Okay.
Next up, we've got Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, which is the most recent release. It's Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2 with HD upscaling, some more inclusions. You don't have to unlock everything. If you've played any of the Super Monkey Ball games and enjoyed them, you will enjoy this. That's $30 on Xbox Live now. That's going to be $20 at Walmart and $20 at Target.
Very nice. Very nice. Next coming up, we have Tales of Arise. That is $42 on Xbox Live and $50 at GameStop. Fantastic RPG. Probably my personal pick for the RPG of the year and everything. If you haven't played a Tales game, this is a really good place for you to start, I feel, up there with Tales of Vesperia and a few other titles up there. But yeah, give it a check out if you've been interested in it.
Just as an aside to that, I did notice that Tales of Vesperia, we don't have that listed on the list, but it is $10 on Xbox Live right now if you want to pick up the definitive edition.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. Isn't it also on Game Pass?
I think they're...
Or did they take it off?
I think it's either off now or is slated to come off pretty soon.
Okay, because
I don't know
it was on there. Yeah, I know it was on there.
It stayed on Game Pass for a good little while.
Yeah. Okay.
So following that, you've got Witcher 3 Game of the Year. That is $10 on Xbox Live, and I believe you will get a free next-gen upgrade if you buy that when that releases. I know that's been delayed until 2022, but that will include, I believe it's going to push it to 4K resolution and 60 frames a second gameplay.
Ooh, not bad. Yep, it's also a really good time to get it, especially since the next Witcher season is coming out, I believe, in December. So
December 7th, I want to say, that's when it releases.
Somewhere wrong there. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to get a bit into The Witcher and have all the DLC and content for this, basically the best one of the series, now's a pretty good time.
It's a very good game. It can be very challenging at times. You have to learn the mechanics, and it's one of those games, you don't save potions. You don't hoard stuff for later. Use it. You need it.
Yes. And then we have a Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition, selling for $14 on Xbox Live. Pat could probably honestly tell you a bit more about Fallout than I can if you want to take that one, Pat.
Sure. Yeah. Fallout 4, if you've played any Fallout games before, or Fallout 3 or New Vegas, it's an evolution on that. It's a good game, or actually it's a really good game. I'm not a big fan of the post-apocalyptic setting. My wife is, though. She loves it. Fallout 4 is her favorite game. There's a ton to do, a lot of interesting DLC. I mean, it's absolutely worth $14. Like you'll have a good time with it. I don't even like that setting very much, and I enjoyed my time with it. Especially if you like Bethesda games like Skyrim and you want a more sci-fi version of it, Fallout's a good option.
All right. Yeah, I agree with that. Well, I guess I'll take this next one.
Yeah, go ahead and take that.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 is $17 at GameStop. Again, just like Resident Evil Village, if you like horror and everything, this is another game that you have that is right up your alley. I will say that personally, out of Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil Village, the one that I had more fun with and that probably gave me a bit more chills is probably Resident Evil 2 and everything. So yeah, definitely don't miss out on this game if you haven't played it before, because it is definitely worth your time and it is definitely worth $17.
And I've never played it, but I have heard wonderful things about this remake of it. Like I say, it's
right.
very true to the original and very good.
Right.
Following up on that, you got something else?
Well, I was just gonna say that I want to go ahead and mention this since I don't think we've mentioned it yet, but GameStop does have a sale for buy two get one free.
Yes, yeah,
and everything. So Resident Evil 2, $17 at GameStop. I'm not sure how much Village is going to be selling for there, but hey, if you want to pick both of those up and then get another game free, as usual, I think it's the rules is that the third game has to be like lesser or equal value to
So the two games you pick, or like of the three games you buy, it will take the two most expensive ones and give you the cheapest one free.
Right. So yeah. Take advantage of that if you want to do that as well. So don't forget about that deal at GameStop. Buy two get one free.
Do you want to go ahead and take this next one since you've played this and I have not?
Oh yeah, sure. Then there's Returnal. That is $42 at Walmart. Another fantastic game. It is very challenging. I would say this is if you like games that's kind of similar to say Dark Souls or Demon Souls, but is more of like a shooter and everything, a third-person shooter slash platformer, then you're probably gonna like this game. If you like Metroid, then you will probably like this game. If you like Aliens, then you probably will like this game. It's a fusion of all those three sort of like genres into one game, and it does it all very well and everything. So it's definitely game of the year material for me, but definitely give it a shot. If you're even remotely interested in Returnal or anything I've just mentioned, then yeah, by all means, give it a playthrough.
Very nice. I'm going to pick this one up. I don't know that I'll pick it up for 40, but I'm looking forward to it. And
Fair enough.
When he said aliens as a genre, he means the cry yourself to sleep it's so hard genre. I've played Alien versus Predator on PC. It's not a good time. It is a good time, but I had to play it with a friend and with all the lights on. It was terrifying.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, that's how you know it's good.
Following that up, we have Hot Wheels Unleashed, which will be $25 at Walmart. And that's one, I mean, obviously I haven't played it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. It just looks like a really fun racing game. And the previous Hot Wheels games, I have played a couple of those, and they are fun. I mean, it's Hot Wheels.
Yes.
Like, yeah, it's not like super accurate, but I mean, what are you going to do? Take a screwdriver to your car's tire and tighten it up or something? I don't know.
Right.
But it's very colorful, very cute looking. Looks like it'll be a good time.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of footage on the new Hot Wheels game, and I mean, for guys, I know it's Hot Wheels, but don't rule it out. Like they actually really paid attention to these to recreating these cars and stuff. Like apparently when you pull them up, like you can see like fingerprints and stuff on them, like even to like the smallest detail, like there's scratches and like parts of like we can see like the metal and stuff, like when you're like bumping into things and stuff where the car looks damaged. Like they really try to get these cars as detailed as possible to make them look real, like they're on a real track and stuff. So it looks super fun and awesome to play with friends.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I've always thought. It seems like a perfect party game.
For sure.
You know, don't knock the fact that they're supposed to be kids' toys. Keep in mind that Super Smash Brothers is supposed to be a kid playing with Nintendo figures.
That's
the final
very true,
boss is Master Hand.
That's very true. Yeah. That's a perfect. Yeah. I guess I'll do this one. Final Fantasy VII Intergrade. That is $45 at Amazon and Walmart. Guys, do not miss this game. I can't stress this enough. I have played Final Fantasy VII Intergrade and as well as like with the new DLC expansion with Yuffie. It is fantastic. I don't know. Like, it's gonna be hard for me to think of someone who doesn't like it unless you're just not really into action adventure like games. But guys, $45 for this, where when it normally retails for like 60 or whatever, like it's worth it. It was already worth it at 60. Trust me, Final Fantasy VII is worth it at 45. Do yourself a favor and pick it up and play it if you haven't.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're not a fan of turn-based RPGs, don't worry. This isn't. This is more like
Right.
Kingdom Hearts now.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
I haven't finished it yet, but and that's because I haven't played it in months on end. But it's really, really, really good. And if you're
Yep.
even remotely a Final Fantasy fan, you owe it to yourself.
Agreed.
Following up on that, we've got Scarlet Nexus, which is going to be $37 at Amazon and Walmart. This game is phenomenal. I am loving it. It's definitely a action RPG in a way. There's a lot to unlock. I like the characters. You kind of really get to know them over the course of the story, and the story has surprised me, which is difficult to do. Usually, I can always see twists and turns coming. This one, I have not. And if you're into anime, it's definitely a very good anime game. I think it's worth $37.
Oh yeah, yeah. I have the game as well, and I've only played about an hour of it. But that doesn't mean I didn't like it. I just had like again, just like you, I have a whole backlog of stuff that I have to play. But yeah, from what I played of it, it was a super fun game, very innovative, and I like the world that they have set up.
Oh
It's
yeah.
unlike a lot of other worlds I've seen in video games. So, yeah, as Pat said, yeah, definitely worth $37 for at Amazon or Walmart for sure.
However, if you have an Xbox or maybe a PC, I haven't checked, it is on Game Pass. So if you already have Game Pass and you're not really interested in spending that money, maybe just get it on Game Pass instead. Save yourself a little bit of cash.
Agreed. Well, maybe you should go ahead and plug in Game Pass real quick. So, like, how much is it for the Ultimate? Do you know?
I think it's $17.99 a month.
Seventeen
And
ninety
I
nine.
think
Yeah,
there's
that sounds
also a
about
deal going on. You can get like 3 months for $1 or something along those lines. I haven't
right.
checked.
Yeah, yeah. I did. I think I did see something about that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like seriously, guys, we harp on this. I swear it comes up every single episode. But Game Pass is by far the best value in gaming. You can't beat it. There's
Mm-hmm.
200 some odd games available just on the Xbox. If you get the Ultimate Edition, you get access to a bunch of games for PC that are not on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you have to play those on PC. But it's so good. There's so much on there. It comes with EA Play as well, so you get access to a bunch of EA games.
Mm-hmm.
There's no downside to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd say the only downside is when they take the games off.
That's true. The games do not stay on there forever.
Yeah.
But honestly, they've never taken anything off that I was really upset about.
Very true. Very true.
So
I think if the only game that I think they've taken off so far that I actually was still interested in playing was Tales of Vesperia, if that's the case. But
yeah,
but yeah, but yeah, for the most part, I'd say I'll agree with Pat, and I'll say in terms of first party games and stuff and everything, and and also Game Pass you can also play on your PC as well. So don't worry if you don't have an Xbox and
yep.
everything, you will still be able to have access to these games as long as you don't have
Not
a
all of them. Not
not
all
all
of
of
them.
them. Yeah,
There are
not all of them.
some Xbox only games, but the
True.
majority of them will be available.
Yeah. You'd still get some of that value, I'd say.
Yeah, yeah, I
So
absolutely agree.
yeah. Um, but yeah. What's next? Oh yeah. So Shin Megami Tensei 5. The premium edition is $120 at Amazon. How much is it normally, Pat? Do you know?
I do not. I included this game because apparently Atlas only makes one initial print of their game. So
Okay.
if you apparently Shin Megami Tensei 5 is selling like hotcakes because people want the game,
Hmm.
and this is basically going to be the only chance to get it physically. Other than that, you'll have to buy it digitally after this, or
Oh,
so I
really?
was
So,
told.
oh, okay.
I've
Interesting.
not
Interesting.
verified that information, but I saw
Okay.
that it was on sale. Um,
Okay.
it seems like a lot of money, but apparently this game has a massive cult following. I've never played any of them, but the fans of this game are really, really rabid fans.
Yeah. I mean, it's from the same developers as Persona 5. So you got Atlas on deck, doing their thing with this game. From what I heard, it's very, very similar to Persona 5. It's just a little less flashy, a little bit darker, and everything. But it's still a very fun and from what I've heard, notoriously challenging game and everything. It's not going to pull any punches with you. It's gonna, it might knock you on your feet every now and then and stuff. But I've heard nothing but good stuff about this game as well. One day I would like to pick it up and everything if I can get something like if I can get it on sale for a little less than what it's asking for currently. But yeah, definitely give that a check. Actually, I just looked on GameStop and it looks like the premium edition is sold out on GameStop. So yeah, if you can get that premium edition on Amazon, definitely do the thing if that's the case.
I'm looking at the premium edition, at least for Switch right now on games or on Amazon, and it seems to be gone. But
Oh,
the
it's gone?
standard edition is $60.
Oh,
if you're
okay.
interested in that. So
Okay. Well, I mean, it is also still $60 at GameStop. But don't forget again, GameStop does have that buy two get one free and everything. So if you want to try and take advantage of that, if you don't see Shin Megami Tensei for anywhere else, any other outlets that are less than $60, and you're going to GameStop anyway, and you're planning to pick up Shin Megami Tensei, I say take advantage of that BOGO deal and everything. So.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's worth noting that GameStop has not posted their sales for Black Friday. We don't know what prices are going to be dropped and what they're going to do. So you might find a better deal before now, but as of now,
Yeah.
a week ahead of the sales,
Yeah.
we don't have any information.
Yeah, I still feel like they might. Maybe we missed it. Usually they do have papers. I know for sure at GameStop around this time. I just haven't been to GameStop to actually pick one of their little catalog things up. They might actually have it there, but I just haven't seen it yet.
Well, I feel like we would have been able to find it online if that were the case, and we
Yeah.
haven't. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Next up is Sonic Colors, which is $20 at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And I've not played this, but this is one of the games I'm going to pick up because I am looking
Yes.
forward to just a new Sonic game.
Yes, a good one.
Yeah. Let's specify a good one. The last good Sonic game I played was Mania, but this is a 3D Sonic, yeah?
Yeah, this is. Let me rephrase that one. A good 3D Sonic game. Yeah, we have to be specific with that too.
I've been waiting on that since Sonic Adventure 2.
Nice. Oh, you didn't like Sonic Heroes?
Never even tried.
Fair. That's fair. Honestly, Sonic Heroes was kind of meh for me.
Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh, and so then after that we have Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. That is going on sale for $40 at Walmart. Guys, this is another one of those sort of game of the year contenders for me, for yours truly, and everything. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was the like this is. Let me just put it this way. This truly showcases the PS5's power. If you have a PlayStation 5 and everything, and you're looking for a game that really showcases what the PlayStation 5 can do graphically, gameplay wise, and also using the what do you call it? What do you call that thing? It's not a DualSense. DualSense.
Yes, DualSense.
Yeah, the DualSense controller and stuff. It fires on all levels. Every bullet, every laser, every sort of thing you could possibly think of to feel it, like you can feel it in that DualSense controller. There's resistance. It feels amazing to shoot guns. It feels like nothing I've played before. And the story is great. The characters are great. The new characters are amazing. And yeah, it's just a really fun time with some awesome Disney/Pixar level graphics. Give this a buy for sure if you haven't already played it, because yeah, you'll definitely be missing out if you haven't.
Yeah, this one is on my list to be picked up. I've yet
Awesome.
to play anything that utilizes the DualSense. I don't know what the hype is about, and I've had my PS5 for months. So I barely
Yeah.
played anything on it. To be fair, it's hooked up in the bedroom, and if I go in the bedroom, I'm usually going to sleep because
Mhm.
I'm always tired. But I am looking forward to playing this.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
Following
to
up on
hearing it
that,
from you. Yeah.
we have Spider-Man Miles Morales. It's going to be $30 at Target and
Mhm.
$40 at Walmart.
Not bad. Not bad.
Again, another one I have not played, but I loved Spider-Man. That was my game of the year in
Mhm.
was it 2017?
Oh, has it
2018?
been that long? I think, yeah, 2018. 2018 sounds
Oh,
about right.
yeah. It was my game of the year that year because
Mhm.
it was just so good. And I've heard
Mhm.
Miles Morales is just more of the same. It
Yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
builds on that. So that's
for sure.
another pickup I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, yeah, definitely do the thing. I've played through Miles Morales. Short game, short game. At the time I had bought it, it was for launch. It was $60. I don't know if it was worth 60, but hey, I needed something to play. But
Would you say
now,
it's worth 30?
oh yeah, definitely, without question, without question. $30 is definitely worth it. But yeah, yeah. As Pat already said, if you like the original Spider-Man and you want more of the same and a little bit of a little bit of something different, this tiny little thing here and there, yeah, definitely give it a shot.
Nice.
Uh, and then we have Persona 5 Royale. That's $20 at Best Buy. Um, if you've played Persona 5 before and you might be like, well, why should I go and buy Royale? Well, it's actually worth it, especially because this originally retails for $60. $20 is a great price. Without yeah, it's a great price. There's lots of things. There's extra characters. There's an extra storyline, extra sort of like things you can do. It is a brand. I'm gonna say brand spanking new experience, but it does feel different enough so that you don't feel like you're paying for the same game twice. So definitely give that a shot if you have played Persona 5, and even if you haven't played Persona 5, you've always been interested. Definitely give that a shot.
Okay, guys. This next one is the absolute best deal on our entire list.
Oh yes.
And that is Cyberpunk 2077 for $10. And
Woo!
when I
You
say
mean that
this is a good
amazing
deal,
game?
I mean if you find a $10 bill outside of Target as you're walking into the store and you pick it up, go sit down in Target's cafeteria and buy you some food, and that'll be a better purchase than buying Cyberpunk for $10.
Shots fired.
I'm joking. I have not played it. Cyberpunk is a game I actually want to play. I am not picking it up until they release the next gen upgrades.
Same,
Until they
same.
improve it. Don't you have it?
Unfortunately,
You bought it on release day, didn't you?
I did. Don't remind me. All right. So I bought into the hype. Stop laughing at me. I I bought into the hype because I wanted to try it out. And I got the game and it didn't perform all that well. I mean, honestly, I didn't have as many issues as other people did because I was playing on the PlayStation 5, but even then, like it just I don't know, man, it didn't look right. It didn't look like a PlayStation 5 game, even though I know it wasn't a PlayStation 5 game, but still just I don't know, man. It bums me out to talk about it. It's like an ex-wife or something. I don't want to talk about it.
I have heard people say that after all of the patches, it's actually a decent game now, but it's nowhere near the level of hype that was promised. And most people, even those that like it, still say it's better to wait until they come out with the next gen upgrades and it runs on the level it was promised to run at.
Yeah, and I have no idea when they're going to do that. Like, I think they actually said that. Oh, they said it like a few weeks ago. Like, we didn't already freaking knew. They were just like, CD Projekt Red was just like, oh, guys, actually, so we're going to have to push the PS5 release and Xbox Series X releases to next year. And I'm just like, really? I didn't guess that. I mean, it's only freaking November.
They also did the same with the Witcher 3 upgrade. So
Yes.
CD Projekt Red is just it's struggling a little bit right now.
Unfortunately, I don't want to talk about that anymore. Let's go to the next one.
Go ahead, man.
All right, next there's Link's Awakening. Actually, I'm gonna let you talk about this one.
All right.
You're the Zelda guy.
All right. I'm actually wearing a Zelda shirt at this moment. So.
Exactly my point. You proved my point.
Yeah. So Link's Awakening, it is a remake, full remake of the Game Boy game. fantastic. Basically, it's a one-to-one translation from the Game Boy to the Switch with new graphics, smooth gameplay. It's slightly different in the sense that the Switch has a wider screen than the Game Boy did, so things are a little bit, they look slightly different. But honestly, if you're like me, it's probably been 20 years since you played Link's Awakening, so you couldn't tell the difference. It's phenomenal. It's a great game. It's really fun. I love the art style. I mean, it's adorable how they did a little chibi Link and everything in the game. And it's a very different tone than other Zelda games. Um, yeah, I mean, it was worth it at 60. It's definitely worth it at 40. And honestly, it's a Nintendo game. It's a Legend of Zelda Nintendo game. It's not going lower than this. If you're holding out for a better sale, just get it now. It's not going any cheaper.
Yeah. I second that. Everything Pat said, I second it. There's not really anything I can add to that.
Yeah. It's really good. It's worth picking up.
For sure.
And it also has the content from Link's Awakening DX, which was the follow-up release for the Game Boy Color. And it included 2 other dungeons that you could get, the defensive tunic or the power tunic. Those are not their official names. I'm blanking on their names. One was red, one was blue. One made you harder to kill, and one made you kill things a lot easier. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, after that, we have pretty much we have our favorite games back to back. That's interesting. The Kingdom Hearts all-in-one package. That'll be $20 at Best Buy. If you don't know what Kingdom Hearts is, then get out of here. I don't want you listening to this podcast. You don't deserve to be here. And yeah.
Nothing else to say on that?
No, anyone who doesn't like Kingdom Hearts just needs to just go somewhere away from me. But no, if you haven't played Kingdom Hearts, I don't know. Are you living underneath a rock or something? Like, yeah,
I haven't played Kingdom Hearts. I played Kingdom Hearts 2 for about half an hour. That's about it.
You've played Kingdom Hearts then. And yeah. I'm sorry you played Kingdom Hearts 2 for half an hour, because the intro to Kingdom Hearts 2 is I don't like it.
I ran around a confusing town and got beat up on by weird black things.
All right, I'm going to leave that there.
They were like the Hollows or something. I felt like I was playing Bleach.
The Nobodies.
Nobodies, that was it.
Yeah. But no. In all seriousness, if you haven't played Kingdom Hearts, go ahead and give that a shot and everything. It's literally everything. You get everything. That's why it's called all in one. Everything. So all of this stuff, all the history, all the lore, and everything that you need to know, all in this package. This beautiful package. Besides Kingdom Hearts Key, we're still waiting on that thing or whatever. You're gonna
It doesn't have 3 either, does it?
I'm honestly not sure.
Let me check on that while you finish explaining it.
Yeah. But it pretty much, I know it has the majority of what you need. I don't know if it has 3. But it has all this stuff in there for you. So if you've ever been interested in Kingdom Hearts, if you like Square Enix, if you like Disney or whatnot, definitely pick it up. You have kids, they'll love it. They'll love seeing their favorite Disney characters.
You're not kidding about the all-in-one package. It includes Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 2, Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts, Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts, Re-Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 358/2 Days. What is up with these naming patterns? Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, Kingdom Hearts X back cover, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage.
Yes.
It has. Are there any other Kingdom Hearts games?
No, that's all of them. That's why it's called the all-in-one package.
Good grief. That's all right. I've never even played Kingdom Hearts, but that for $20.
Yeah, all that for $20.
That's a fantastic value. You're not going to find Kingdom Hearts 3 for just $20.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. If you just want to have all the games in just a nice nifty little package, yeah, just grab it, pick it up, and everything. But do try it out. It is a lot of games to play and everything, but yeah, give it a shot. You like it.
If you're on a budget and you're looking for the best bang for your buck, I don't think we've listed anything that's going to give you more playtime than this.
Yeah.
That's
you will
insane.
have countless hours.
That is two. That's 10 games in one.
Yeah, but okay, so here's the thing. So some of those games, so like a fragmentary passage, I'll just do this real quickly. Fragmentary passage is only about 5 hours long. And 358 by 358 days over 2 is actually just one big like 5 or 6 hour movie. But the rest of it, I believe. And Recoded. Recoded is a movie as well. But the rest of it is all playables from whatever I can't remember. So you still get a lot of good stuff though.
That's still an insane value.
Yeah.
Well, following up on that with good value, Mass Effect Legendary Edition is going to be $25 at Walmart.
Ooh.
I played Mass Effect when it was originally released in 2008. Loved it. I recently replayed Mass Effect 1 on the Legendary Edition. Still loved it. Fantastic game. I haven't played 2 or 3 yet, which my brother-in-law is on the verge of disowning me for. Because I think Mass Effect 2 is his favorite game of all time. But no, these are great games. There's a lot. I think I spent 20 hours with Mass Effect 1 by itself. And I mean, I did the majority of everything there was to do in the game, but it's a really, really well-crafted, well-done sci-fi story. If you like science fiction, these games have a great story to tell. They look good. They're really fun to play. It's BioWare at the peak of its power. Like, if you're a BioWare fan, which I remind you, they also did Knights of the Old Republic. They did Jade Empire.
Yes.
This is a great game that is worth checking out. For $25 especially, I picked it up for $60 at release. It was worth it.
Wait, you picked up the Legendary Edition?
Yeah, at release.
Really?
Yeah, I brought it home. I picked it up because I had 2 weeks of vacation following it. I bought it and I binged Mass Effect 1 in the span of 4 days.
What?
Yeah, I did nothing but
like
play.
it. I've been meaning to get into those games.
Dude, I genuinely recommend them. They are very, very good. Very fun games. Tons of character depth to each of them. And here's the thing. 1 is the worst of them all. Everyone says that. Everyone says Mass Effect 1 is the weakest of all the games, and I loved it. So if they get better from here, I don't even know. But yeah, it's fantastic, and it links all of them together. It's not like you're playing 3 separate games. You basically transition from one to the other.
Okay, cool.
And you can even download only portions of it. You don't have to download all 3 at once. You can download the first one to save space on your Xbox until you're ready to move on.
Nice.
So it's a very well done. This is a great value. $25. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, I for one, yeah, that looks like one that I think I'm gonna pick up. Yeah, for sure. $25 for all that, and I've had a slight interest in it anyway, mostly just because I love Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh yeah,
and everything. And I do have Jade Empire, though I never played through it and everything. I do have it though. But yeah, I've always wanted to go through Mass Effect. This seems like it's a good value for sure.
It's such a huge world because you're in space, so you're going from planet to planet and exploring, and there's just so much to do in the games. Mm-hmm. And it also has a good and evil system.
Oh, cool. Just like KOTOR.
Yeah, it's just like KOTOR. You've got, nice. It's called Paragon, and I forget what the other, Paragon and Renegade are the 2. Mm-hmm. Renegade is evil, Paragon is good. I would have to be very, very bad to even drop below max Paragon since I've followed the path of good so closely. I've maxed it out. But yeah, no, this is a good purchase. That's a good one.
Nice. And then coming off of that, we have Deathloop on sale for $25 at Walmart. Guys, I really don't know too much about this game. I've actually tried to stay pretty in the dark about it and everything because I've just heard so many good things about it. It's on a lot of people's Game of the Year sort of list this year, and so I'm very curious because it's a shooter, and generally I'm not really one for shooters a whole lot. It has to do something different in order for me to be into it. But this thing has, from what I can tell, it has some sort of time travel gimmick and some sort of loop thing going on.
Isn't it also a roguelike?
I think I'm not sure.
Because if you
But
die, you start over at the very beginning, but you've got all the knowledge you picked up along the way.
right. Yeah. You're absolutely right about that, Pat. Yeah, that sounds correct. But I've heard great things, fantastic things about it. And normally it goes for 60 $70, $25 at Walmart. Oh yeah. That
Yeah.
that is a definitive I'm picking that up for sure.
Oh yeah. I've heard great things. It's got something like what, 9 Game of the Year nominations?
Yeah, it's big, man. It's
I
big.
believe it got a perfect 10 out of 10 from IGN, and they don't typically give perfect 10s.
True.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
it's not really a game I'm interested in, but if you
Yeah.
say it's good, I might check it out after that.
Okay, cool. I'll let you know.
Absolutely. Uh, Following that up, Fire Emblem Three Houses is going to be $35 at Walmart, and I think that's the lowest it's ever been.
Yeah.
I don't know much about this game, but I've had an interest in it for a while. It's been out for a good little bit. Didn't have you played it?
Yeah, I bought it. And
What do you think?
it's okay. I will definitely say it's worth $35 for sure. Yeah.
I sense some hesitation there.
um uh I don't know, man. It was a little too easy for me. Yeah, for me. Just it was a great game, and I love the system, and I love like what you can do as far as like making like establishing relationships with your classmates and everything. That's really cool. But the thing is, it's just that a lot of the like my strategies and stuff like it didn't change, and I guess that's kind of what I wanted. I wanted more enemies that would make me think about changing my strategies. And for the most part, like honestly, I breezed through a lot of those battles and everything because I had a team that worked. I knew I had a team set up for everything. I knew what which individuals, what their strengths and weaknesses were, and everything. And I utilized them correctly. And I never felt like throughout the game that I really had something that really sort of shook me up. I'm not saying I never died because I did die a few times, but honestly, it really wasn't that often. And then they add that whole mechanic in there that allows you to like rewind time or whatnot. So I'm just like, it makes it even easier by that point. And I'm just like, yeah, like it's already as easy as is. Maybe it's just should have put it on a harder difficulty. But besides that, I will also just say real quick that it is the story. The story's fine. It's cool and everything. But I don't know. It was fine. It was fine for me. I want to say it was worth the $60 I paid, but $35, yeah, that's a good deal.
I've heard there's a lot of content. Like
Eh.
there's a lot of gameplay in there, especially if you go and do all 3 paths.
Oh yeah. If you do all 3 paths, yeah, for sure.
Sounds
I
good.
only did one.
Yep, it's one I've kind of had my eye on. And again, it's a first-party Nintendo title.
Yeah.
$35 is probably the cheapest you're going to find it from an official sale. If you want to go lower, you'll probably need to look on like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or something. Buy it used from somebody.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Following that up is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. So this is the Xenoblade Chronicles that was released on Wii U, re-released on Switch. It's a huge, like 100-hour RPG. A ton of story and content. I've never played any of the games. I've been interested in them for a long time. $35 seems like the perfect price to pick it up at.
Yeah, I agree.
That's really all I've got to say about it because I don't know anything about it. I've intentionally kept myself away from any information.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Pat. I really don't know too much about it either. I just know that it is one of those classic games that was originally for the Wii that apparently a lot of people really loved, and it's cherished. It's beloved. It has a pretty sizable fan base for it. So I would just say if you played Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and everything, then yeah, why not pick this one up? If you really enjoyed it, go ahead and go back to the original and give that a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I believe the 2 of the new Smash characters, Pyrrha and Mithra, are directly from this game. So if you're trying to like play through all the games in the Smash roster, this is a way to do it. This is one of them.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. They are both from the newer games, Blade Chronicles 2. But obviously Yeah, but obviously, it's a sequel to Xenoblade Chronicles. So I don't know. Maybe there's some slight hints from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 to Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Who knows?
Yep.
But yeah. But then yeah. So after that, we have yes. So yeah, after that, we have pretty much my favorite game on Switch, probably on Nintendo, I should say, besides Metroid, which is Splatoon 2, baby. Woo me. Yeah, it is $40 on Amazon. Again, great game for. It was a great game for. I was going to say great game for the kids, but it's honestly it's great for everyone.
It is.
And everything. Very colorful. Customizing your character, all sorts of different weapons and stuff. If you have not played Splatoon 2, let me just say that single-handedly it's the best multiplayer experience that I've had on Nintendo Switch, and that's saying a lot because, well, a lot of multiplayer. I'm gonna be frank. A lot of multiplayer experiences on Switch really suck. Like, I'm just saying. But I really enjoyed playing Splatoon 2 with Pat and the rest of the gang and everyone else and stuff. We all have such a good time playing this game.
It's fun. It's crazy fast paced and frenetic and just over the top actiony.
For sure.
Like, you can't beat the colorful nature of the game. It's fun even when you die. Like, you might be screaming at the screen, but you're going to have fun while you're doing it.
Right.
I think, and I mean, if you're saying, I'll hold off until Splatoon 3, that's not till 2023. So go ahead and pick this up. Get some practice in because you're going to need it. Because Splatoon 3 comes out, all the old pros from Splatoon 2 are going to be coming back into the game. You're going to need all the help you can get.
Definitely. And it's also got my girl Marina in there. So shout out to my wife, Marina.
Which one is she?
She's the Octoling. The Octoling. The one. Marina's the one with the tall dark-skinned one.
Yeah, no, she's the good one. Yeah. Absolutely. The other one has weird teeth. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. And following Splatoon 2 as the best multiplayer experience, the best single player experience on Switch, bar none, Breath of the Wild is going to be $35 at Walmart, which I think is the lowest price it's ever been on sale for.
Oh yeah.
And
it says $60 pretty much year round.
Yeah. Breath of the Wild, there are really no words to describe it. It is phenomenal as a game. There's so much to do, especially if you play the DLC. Like, I've been playing through Master Mode. Most of the game is still relatively simple. The DLC would send Dark Souls crying to mommy. It does not play around. But I mean, if you're a Zelda fan and you've followed the franchise for a long time and somehow you've never played Breath of the Wild, play it. It's definitely a departure from the previous Zelda games. It's open world. It's a lot more directionless. It kind of lets you pick and choose what you want to do. If you want to wake up from the Shrine of Resurrection and go fight Ganon right away, you can. It might not end well, but you can.
Right. But if you can get to the castle.
Yeah, there's a good chance you're going to just be destroyed before you even set foot in that castle.
Right.
I mean, just getting to Ganon means fighting your way through the castle. And yeah, that's a whole other thing. But no, there's so much to do. And on my second playthrough, I've come to love the game even more because I've realized there's so much more depth to it than I thought even at first. Mm-hmm. A lot of people bash it for not having as in-depth of a story, but I would wager that it has even more of a story than previous Zelda games. It just does so through a lot of environmental storytelling. So you have to pay attention to what's going on around you. It's just not going to spoon feed it to you. There's a lot of hints, a lot of little subtle bits of storytelling that when you think about it, you're like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. But I mean, seriously, no, it's so good. It's worth $60. It's worth $100. For $35, pick it up and pick up the DLC while you're at it. I mean, it adds so much to the game. And there's all kinds of little references. Like, this is kind of a spoiler, but kind of not. Like, if you look at the map, there's all kinds of... There's like a part of the beach called Martha's Landing, which is the name of the beach in Link's Awakening. And there's a place called Tingle Island, which is obviously a reference to the weird green elf dude named Tingle.
Right. Yeah.
The DLC lets you find Tingle's costume. There's just little fun references. Like if you're a hardcore Zelda fan, this is 100% absolutely buy it. Even if you're not a hardcore Zelda fan, if you like open world games, if you like action games, Breath of the Wild is worth checking out. It's like a bowl of Captain Crunch. It's enjoyable all the time. Doesn't matter.
Interesting metaphor, but also Captain Crunch really cuts into the roof of my freaking mouth. That kind of hurts.
Well, to be fair, have you fought a guardian?
Yes. Oh, now I see what you're saying.
But there's a little bit of pain.
All right, okay. You're yeah, that makes much more sense now. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, coming off of that, we have the 12-month PlayStation Plus membership that is $40 at Walmart. Good deal and everything for PlayStation Plus. How much is it normally? I think it's like 10. Oh, it's 60. So it's 60. Okay, great. Yeah, for 12 months.
A year. And then I think it's like if you pay month to month, it's something like 12 or 13 a month.
Yeah. And PlayStation Plus, it's kind of like the whole Xbox Live Games with Gold. They'll throw in some games every now and then. And
I saw a chart. It was something like $2,000 worth of content has been given away over the past year on PlayStation Plus.
Yeah. So definitely check that out if you also want some free games and stuff. But yeah.
All right. That pretty much sums up the games. So if that's all you're interested in, there won't really be anything else for you. But I did list a few toys because I don't know. I like toys. I don't really buy a lot of them. But I'm basically
I don't either. I mean, like my girlfriend kind of likes them.
Yeah. What's your wife say about this?
Oh, she's cool with it.
I'm basically a child in an adult's body. I've seriously debated just buying a bunch of Hot Wheels and building a massive track from my second floor down to my first. But no, some of these are interesting, like the Nerf guns. There's a Halo MA40 motorized blaster, which that's the assault rifle in Halo. It comes with a code. You buy it, you get the skin for Halo Infinite, and you get a Nerf gun to shoot at your wife when she walks by. Do you want to go through any of these, or you just want me to rattle them off real quick?
I can talk about the next one.
All right, go for it.
Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. If you don't know what that is, both me and Pat were very impressed with that last year and everything. Did you eventually get one?
No, I was impressed. Not enough to spend $100 on it.
Exactly.
$60. I might be able to do that.
Yeah, $60. Yeah, that's in the maybe range for me as well. Like maybe if I have some spare money. I don't think I will, but if I do, yeah. But both of us were impressed with it last year. And just in case you don't know what it is, it's basically Mario Kart, but it's like like the RC sort of car thing, and you just like this virtual reality AR type system going on where you basically play Mario Kart but in real life with like the RC sort of like cars and everything. It's really cool. But for $60, compared to $100 when it released last year, yeah, that's pretty much almost 50% off right there. So
yeah, I mean, and it's really cool because you can set up tracks for it and the game just automatically calculates it. I don't know, it just seems really interesting. I don't know if it will work on carpet or not.
I think it's like a little bit slower on carpet from what I've seen, but yeah, probably want to keep that on the wood floor or something.
Well, I have very limited wood floor, but I have a lot of carpet. Maybe that can be the hard part of the track. I don't know.
There you go.
Following that up, again, another Nerf gun. It's the Halo Bulldog SG Dart Blaster, which is $36 on Amazon. Again, the Bulldog is the shotgun in Halo. And again, you get the skin. In the Halo Infinite, the game, the skin makes the in-game gun look like a Nerf gun. Which, I mean, in my experience of playing so far, it hits about like a Nerf gun too. So it's accurate. No, I'm kidding.
Nice.
The shotgun's actually pretty effective. But I mean, it's cool if you like Nerf guns like I do. I used to have an entire arsenal of them. I don't even know where they're at anymore. But I mean, it's interesting.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've played with a Nerf gun before.
They're fun.
They are. I need to try it again.
We should have like a massive Nerf gun battle or something. I would love to rent out a laser tag area and just use Nerf guns instead of laser tag.
For one E3, I was going to do for one of the E3 parties, I wanted to do like a Splatoon themed thing where we could like go outside and like just instead of like, obviously instead of like, paintballs or whatever, we just use water guns or like
something. We could use water guns with colored water in them.
Yes.
Why don't we do that for next year?
And then we can all wear white t-shirts.
So it's a wet t-shirt contest.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that for 2022? Because I'm sure we'll see more of Splatoon 3 then.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah,
we should do that. That sounds like let's do that.
And I mean, for those of you guys that don't know, we live in Georgia. It gets real hot in summer here.
Oh yeah.
So the water guns will be very welcome.
It's gonna feel good. You're just gonna see me like on my hands and knees, like ink me.
I mean, that's pretty much standard E3 practice anyhow. So
basically,
yeah. Getting inked. You come out of every E3 with a new tattoo.
Oh, that's a good one. But and then what? Well, this. All right, so I'm looking at what's last. I'm like, how is he gonna explain this one? I'm really looking forward to this. So before we get to the last one, the second to last, we have the R2D2 Tamagotchi, which is $20 at GameStop. Yeah, you know what a Tamagotchi is? It's that thing that you played with when you were like 6 or 7 years old and you forgot to feed your pet and it died. Yeah, it was the first time you cried over something digital. That's what a Tamagotchi is. So if that sounds like good times, go ahead and get a Tamagotchi or ruin your own child's life by getting one because they have to go through the trauma that we did or else they won't be tough.
I don't know, man. I think the first time I cried over something digital was just Mega Man on the NES.
Mega Man? Wait, what?
And what just trying. Say what?
What happened with Mega Man on the NES?
Have you played it?
Yes.
People that are like Dark Souls is hard. No.
Oh, you mean just difficulty. Okay,
it's absurdly difficult. It's so hard.
I thought you meant more like when like you got a game over, like Mega Man died, you were just crying or something. I mean, you might as well have cried, I guess, as many times as Mega Man does die, so I understand that.
So many times.
Yeah.
So many. Yeah. Tamagotchis are fun, and they're very nostalgic, so worth checking out.
Definitely.
And the thing that we've both been laughing about, just on this list, we usually keep our podcast notes in Google Docs, and for some reason, the word wieners isn't here. Just wieners by itself.
I didn't write that. You wrote that.
I must have written it, but I don't. I vaguely remember writing it and thinking, oh, it'll be funny to stick the word wieners in here. And then I forgot that I did it. So I saw it and I was like, where did this come from?
Wait, so you intentionally wrote wieners in there?
I think I did at some point, but I don't remember when I did it. And this document has been open for like a week and a half now, so I don't remember when we made it.
Okay, so is this? I need to ask. Maybe you should ask Maggie. Is Maggie around?
No, she's not home yet.
Darn. Okay, I'm just wondering. Like, Pat? Do we need to talk? Do you sometimes just not remember things? Like, do you write wieners everywhere and you just forget about it?
Not that I'm aware of. That's not to say it doesn't happen.
Should text Maggie about it and ask her.
Oh.
So you don't remember at all. There's no reason for why you wrote wieners here on our notepad.
No, I'm pretty sure I wrote it because I was like, Kaz is gonna see this. and then he'll confuse, and that'll be funny. And then I just confused myself in doing it. It's been a long week.
It's like a move from Pokemon or something. Like you use an attack and it's like it backfired and it confused
It hurt
yourself.
itself in its confusion.
Hurt itself in its confusion, yeah. Oh,
I'm telling you
man.
guys, I might be 32, but I have the humor of a 12-year-old. It's never gotten any better.
It's okay. It works. I love that humor. That's why we're buddies.
For real, man.
But yeah.
I guess that about sums it up.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, hopefully you guys will get some good stuff from there. There's a lot of good games on this list. Some from this year, some from a few years ago. I think there's a good round of games.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're interested in any, yeah, you're right. This does include a lot of games from previous years. A good many of them are from this year or the year before, but Splatoon and Breath of the Wild are 4 years old now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's a little something for everybody. Almost every genre is represented. I think it's a pretty good pick.
Yeah. I do have one thing I want to add to this podcast, but I think I feel like it's in the same vein, because this is all about holiday shopping and stuff and trying to find deals and trying to find products. I do want to talk about how to score finding PlayStation 5s, Xbox Series X's, and everything, or any other computer parts you might need and stuff like that. I know it's super insane. Trust me, both me and Pat know how crazy it is, and the scammers, they are not letting up at all, and stuff like that. But I do want to let you guys know, it is possible. Like, it is possible for you to get a PlayStation 5. It is possible for you to get an Xbox Series X. You just have to be super on top of it.
Yeah, both of us have these consoles, and we both fought for them. There were multiple times we would see the advertisement go up and jump in. My luck for getting the PS5 came from one of the shuffles where I put my name in the list, and it just chose 100 people at random to be able to order, and I happened to be like number 37, and I was able to order my PS5.
This was the one that was straight from PlayStation. Was it from? Yeah,
PlayStation
Direct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good some good advice, Pat. That's one thing you guys could try, is to try and get in with them. I heard it's a lot more secure that way, in terms of ordering PlayStation 5s. You don't really have to deal with the bots, I feel, as much when it comes down to the queuing,
because you have to have a PSN account to do it.
Right.
And you can also do it through Newegg. They also have a shuffle. Basically, you put your name in, and they randomly send out invitations to the people that are selected saying, hey, click this link to order. But again, in the same vein, there are going to be some in-store sales. Some people have already seen Series X's on sale on Target. If you're interested in a Series S, those are much easier to get your hands on.
Yes. And if you could tell them real quick, Pat, difference between Xbox Series X and S, and is it really like a huge difference? Will they be losing on any sort of thing by going with the S that's more conveniently found than, say, the X?
I would say yes. So I've actually been meaning to look this up myself today. So quickly, just to go over it from Xbox's website. They all have the velocity architecture, quick resume, ray tracing. They can game up to 120 SPF. They've got all the games and everything. However, the storage is 1 terabyte inside the Series X. It's 512 gigs inside the Series S. The Series X has 12 teraflops of processing power, while the Series S only has 4. The Series X goes up to 4K, while the Series S is only 1440p. The Series S does not have a disk drive. If you like to own physical games, go for the X. The S will not let you do that. Beyond that, the S is smaller. The Series X is 15.1 centimeters by 30.1 high, while the Series S is 6.5 centimeters by 27.5 high. So
Okay.
Beyond
Now,
that, those are the main differences, and the
yeah,
price. Series X
yes,
is 500. A Series S is 300.
right.
That's a pretty dramatic difference.
Mm-hmm. Now, it's so considering we're talking about the Xbox real quick since we're on that. Um, considering that the Series X's are getting very hard to find. So let's say someone's trying to find the Series X and they're just not having any luck. But there is an Xbox One S available. Should they go ahead and pick that up?
Wait, repeat that. An Xbox One X?
Sorry, the Xbox. You know I'm serious. You know what I'm talking about. The S. Um.
It depends. Like if you really, really want one, you don't care about physical games,
Mhm,
and you don't care about it going up to 4K.
mhm,
Yeah, Series S is a good value. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
yeah.
I like the backwards compatibility. I have a library of existing games from these original Xbox and 360 generation
Mhm,
that I want to be able to play on my new one.
mhm,
So the Series X with its disk drive and increased storage is better. I also have a 4K TV. I want to be able to utilize the console to its fullest.
mhm, right.
So I, in most cases, I would still lean towards a Series X.
Mhm,
Um, but again, a Series S is the budget option. It's
mhm,
for people new to the console. You can, I mean, look at it this way. You go in, you pick up a Series S, you get a subscription to Game Pass. You've got a lot to play, a lot of
right.
experiences to have, and
Mhm,
sure, you're missing out on a little bit of resolution.
mhm,
If you don't have 4K TV, it doesn't matter.
mhm,
You're still going to look the same on both of them because it's only going to output what your TV can handle.
mhm,
So if you've only got a 1080p TV, guess what? Series X, Series S, not a whole lot of difference between them at that point.
right.
If
Right.
you're going for the optimum experience, a Series X is the better bet. But
Yeah.
if you don't care about this sort of stuff and you just want an Xbox,
Mhm,
go for a Series S. You'll be able to find it a lot easier and you'll save a little bit of money.
mhm.
And they still hold their value. So if you want to upgrade later, sell your Series S, add a couple of hundred onto it, and buy an X.
I pretty much agree with Pat for the most part on that. I do think obviously that the you will get more bang for your buck if you can find the Series X. But just because things are there's such a shortage with those right now and everything, I'd say if you just want to play games, like if you just want to play some Xbox first party games, if Halo's coming out and there was no Series X's around for you, and you really want to play Halo, then I would personally recommend the Series S and everything. You're gonna if you're gonna be playing a lot of games on there, get with Game Pass, like Pat said before, it's a great value. Go ahead and sign up for that as well and stuff. I would say the Series S is like a last resort for things that you want to play and all that. I think you like what Pat said. If you can get a Series X, if you're really big on physical media, if you're big on having the best picture possible for your gaming console, then yeah, Series X is where it's at. But if you just want a game, just a game, and you really don't care about physical media and stuff, and you just want to play the new Halo and everything, because let's be honest, like that's pretty much what a lot of people who have Xboxes like. That's what they're going to be playing this
Yeah.
holiday season. So if you can swing by, if the S is the only thing that's available and stuff, and you really don't care about physical media, I say go for the S and everything. But yeah, and I do just want to kind of add on another avenue for people to find these Xboxes and PlayStations. It's not really a secret anymore and everything. I've seen it listed on other articles and stuff like that. But definitely, you guys, if you want to find these systems, you have to be on it. And the best way for you to do that is to go on Twitter and follow people who cover this stuff. Create an account, set up your notifications so that whenever they post something that lists, hey, there's an Xbox Series X that's selling like right now at this website on Amazon, or if it's selling on Target, if it's selling on the actual official store, like they will let you know. one good person to follow is Wario64 and everything. I've gotten my PS5 from him. I've gotten my Xbox Series X from him. It's been very helpful with keeping things super updated. But you need to make sure that you have all of your information like ready to go on those websites, because as soon as that link drops and everything, trust me, before you even click on that link, those bots are there before you even get to that page. So you need to be quick. You need to make sure that you have all of your credit card information and personal information logged in already to Amazon or Target or Best Buy or GameStop or wherever you're planning on purchasing these consoles from. Make sure you already have an account set up. Make sure you're set to go. Make sure your PayPal's good to go. And as soon as that link hits, hit it and get through and stuff.
Absolutely.
It is possible for you guys to get an Xbox. It's challenging. But you can do it. Plenty of people have. Pat has done it. I have done it. You can do it and everything. So
another person I'll add to that is his name is Jake Randall. He specifically specializes in PlayStation 5s.
Mm-hmm.
And not to mention that, he just seems like a really good, positive guy anyway. His page is just filled with, nice things to say about other people and everything that he's accomplished in his life. He's like overcome a lot of diseases. So if you just want a nice dose of positivity in your day, follow this dude and he might help you net a PlayStation.
Right. Yep.
I agree. I will add one more thing onto that though. Sure. Even though it is very exciting and very competitive to get these, be careful when you're shopping.
Yes.
Do not buy from scalpers, because it just makes the problem worse. No matter how bad you want it, it's not worth spending double what its value is to pick one of those consoles up. At the same time, don't buy from a sketchy website. Don't buy from eBay. A lot of people on eBay are selling empty boxes for $500. And they're putting in like very long descriptions, including the knowledge that it's a box. So technically they're not violating the rules. Yes, you would probably still be able to get your money back, but it might be a headache. Buy from retailers. Buy from Best Buy, buy from Target, Walmart, GameStop. Buy directly from Microsoft and Sony.
Completely agree. Yes.
Yeah. It is not worth taking the risk with your credit card information or with anything else, because if you've never had your identity stolen, it is a headache and it can literally take years to fix. It's not worth it for a game console. Just be patient. If you don't get it when they go up for sale, just try next time. Don't resort to going to shady websites.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I second that wholeheartedly. Don't do those things. And also just add on to what he just said at the end there. Like, if you don't get it, if a deal pops up or whatever pops up and you don't get it, don't panic. Like, it's really hard not to. Trust me, I get it. Like, when I didn't get Metroid Dread the first time it released, like, I was like, call up Nintendo now and tell them that I'm gonna off myself unless I get unless I get my collector's edition of Metroid Dread. Like, I know what it's like. I know what it's like to really want something. Like, trust me, I get it and everything. And then for it to sell out in just a matter of seconds, it's infuriating. It sucks. And I'm mad at anyone who uses those programs out there who rip stuff away from consumers like us who are trying their best just to get something for themselves or even just something for someone else and everything. Like, trust me, I know how insane it is. Don't cave in. Don't cave into this stuff. This stuff will be back in stock. It's not the end of the world. It will be back and everything. I promise you, throughout this year, me and Pat have seen constant opportunities to get PlayStation 5s, constant opportunities to get Xbox Series X's, and other sort of like limited consoles and everything like that. Like,
usually once a week they come back in stock.
Yeah, once a week. Like, there are plenty of opportunities. It's just you just have to be prepared and you have to be ready to go. If you have those notifications set for when these people tweet out that something's available and you have everything set up on those accounts, on those websites and stuff, and you're ready to go to put in all that information and stuff, it's already there for you, then I'm gonna say 9 times out of 10, but I'll just say the chances of you getting one will be much higher and everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
and just recontextualize it. If you don't get one, consider that this time of year, there's a lot of parents shopping for these things, and probably If you don't get one, it means that some kid is going to have a fantastic Christmas. So just think about it that way and try to be happy for them, because
Yeah.
we're all gamers. We all want the stuff. And I mean, but we don't need it. You don't have to have it right away. It's not life or death. So just be patient, be kind to everyone else that's trying to buy these things too. If you're waiting in line to buy one at any of these sales, just remember everyone else that's doing this are people too. Let's just be nice to everyone about it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We all encourage each other. We're all pretty much in this whole thing together against these scammers and bots. So don't give them the satisfaction. Yeah, don't give them the satisfaction. We're all gonna get there someday. Just hold on, and be prepared and everything. Yeah.
Yep. Best you can do is exactly what he said. Have your information ready, because also one final thing: if you have a membership to any of these things, GameStop typically opens it up to pro members first.
Yes.
Walmart Plus is a thing they're doing now to a Walmart subscription where you get access to that stuff first. Best Buy is doing that with what is it, their Total Tech membership.
Yeah, but that thing is like $200 a year.
$200 a year. It's stupid. Yeah. I don't know that it's a good enough value, but that's apparently the only way to get a PS5 through Best Buy now. So
yeah.
It feels like they're scalping it before the scalper scan.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what the whole Total Tech thing that they have program is. I mean, I guess if you really feel like you'll utilize it, then I guess it'll be worth the money. But for people who just want a console, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go that route.
If you buy a lot of stuff from Best Buy and you want to take advantage of those of the refunds and the warranties and stuff, yeah, it might be worth it. But again, it's $200 a year. You would have to spend a lot of money at Best Buy for it to be worthwhile.
Right. But yeah, you did a great point, Pat. Join some of these programs. That's how I got. I literally just got my Xbox Series X, the limited edition Halo one, and everything for the 20th anniversary. I got that through GameStop through the pro members, because they only limited to pro members to get that thing. And like I said earlier, had all my information ready. I had my account ready to go. It was boom, bam, wham. I was done.
And that came in yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yep, I just set it up and everything. So, yeah, guys, it is possible. You just have to be ready and be prepared and everything. So, but good luck to everyone out there and stuff trying to get these things, because I know it's hard.
Yeah, it's a fight.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's about it.
Yep. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers for tonight and everything. Pat, you want to do the usual plugs?
Yeah, absolutely. You can find me on Twitter at Patrick S_Hearn. That's HEARN. And you can find Deep Dish Gaming on Twitter at DeepDishGaming_. Right.
And then you can also find me on Twitter at Casual Kazzy. That's KAZUALKAZZY. I also stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, and that's also at Casual Kazzy. So feel free to stop by. Right now, we are playing through Final Fantasy 14. Hopefully, trying to get this thing rounded up for Endwalker coming out in December. So yeah, actually, I hit level 80 last night. So I'm actually
nice. Congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm getting towards the end of Shadowbringer, so I should be there in a few more days, hopefully, a few more streaming nights and everything. So super excited. But yeah, come say hi.
Absolutely. And we will catch you guys next time. I don't know that we'll have a podcast this coming week because it's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, we're probably both going to be with family.
Yeah, we'll skip this upcoming week.
Yeah, so we'll be back the following week, which will be, incidentally, just a few days before the official release of Halo Infinite. So we will have a lot to talk about. We will both have had time to spend with Forza and the Halo Infinite multiplayer.
Yeah,
so we'll have lots to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, until next time, everybody, good luck with these Black Friday sales, and hopefully you'll find what you're looking for.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we will see you later.
Later.